Hello, now we are going to start looking at our chapter on solving trigonometric equations using the different methods. So we are going to have 4 different methods of solving trigonometric equations. We're going to have using the double angle formula and the T formula, the R formula, and the factor formula. We're going to look at all of these. So now we're going to cover solving trigonometric equations using the double angle formula. Now I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible because most of these concepts have been covered in solving trigonometric equations using like solving normal trigonometric equations, just that here we're going to apply in the double angle formula to convert it to a normal equation, but otherwise it's going to be most of the same concept. So recall from the double angle formula we had cos 2 theta was equal to cos squared theta minus sine squared theta, but also cos 2 theta is equals to 2 cos squared theta minus 1, but also cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. Then sine 2 theta was equals to 2 cos theta, 2 sine theta cos theta. Then we had tan 2 theta was 2 tan theta out of 1 minus tan squared theta. So we had this. Now let's look at examples. Now here this question says solve the equation below for. This is the angles for which we're supposed to solve it for. So we have 3 cos 2 theta and then sine theta. Now we have to convert this cos 2 theta to sine theta such that we can have a quadratic equation. So we have this into bracket. I'll change it to this 1 minus 2 sine squared theta plus sine theta is equals to 1. So what do I end up having? This is 3 minus 6 sine squared theta plus sine theta is equals to 1. So I'll take this side, so I'll have 6 sine squared theta minus sine theta minus 2 is equals to 0, because 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So I let sine theta equals to a. So I'm not going to solve this because we've worked out these equations before. So eventually you get there is this. So I would refer to our chapter on solving, introduction to solving trigonometric equations. So in that chapter you're going to see how we continue with this. That's if you've not already watched it. So here we say sine theta can be 2 out of 3 or sine theta is equals to negative a half. Then you continue. Now you can prove your answers. You can prove your answers. The answers are 90 degrees, 120 degrees. The answers are 41.81, 138.19, 240, and 330 degrees. So those are the answers to that question. If you have any query, you can ask, but this is literally the same. You'll do the quadrants, here. Here you consider, remember we said if you have theta, you first say theta is equals to sine inverse of negative a half, but you consider theta to be sine inverse of a half. So here you get theta is 30. Then you draw these same concepts. You draw this. See? Draw this. This is 30. This is 30. This is 30. This is 30. All students take coffee. So you see, sign is negative. So it's not this quadrant, not this quadrant. So it's this one and this one. So you go up to here, and you can also go up to here. So that's how we get our angles. Then even for this, you do the same. And now here, you choose the quadrant where sign is positive. So you choose this and this. Okay. Now we have this. So here, just the concept is you just have to apply the double angle formula. So now, since this is, we look for something that has a cos. So we use this plus cos theta plus 1 is 0. So you see that. So we expand this, we form a quadratic equation. We solve it. Our values of theta are 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 240 degrees, and 270 degrees. So here I form the quadratic, you solve it like we did these examples in introduction to solving trigonometric equations. Now we have this. So here we're just going to say 3 tan theta is going to be, we expand using the double angle rule, 1 minus tan squared theta. Then so here we'll cross multiply. So we'll have 3 tan theta into 1 minus tan squared theta is equals to 2 tan theta. So when I open this bracket, I have 3 tan theta minus 3 tan cubed theta is equals to 2 tan theta. So I'm going to bring this side, so I'll have tan theta minus 3 tan cubed theta is equals to 0. So I can factorize out tan theta such that I have 1 minus 3 tan squared theta is equals to 0. So I come here and say either, and you should, while solving trigonometric equations, always try to avoid dividing through. Let's say you say divide through by tan, because that is going to make you lose some answers. So here for tan theta is equals to 0. Here you just have to get the multiples of 90. You try 90, starting with 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. Then you try getting their tans and see which ones are giving you the tan of 0. So here we have theta is going to be, why? Because remember the graph, when you do the graph of tan, it had very many asymptotes, so it may not be able to help you as much. And then you say, oh, 1 minus 3 tan squared is equals to 0. So you get tan theta as plus or minus 1 out of root 3. So you go when tan is positive, when tan is negative. But here we just know that all these quadrants are going to be, because here it's all students take chemistry. For this question, when tan is negative, we shall take this quadrant and this quadrant. When tan is positive, we shall take this quadrant and this quadrant. So we're going to have our answers. So you just confirm theta is 0, 180, 360, 150, 330. And I told you can always try to confirm and see if you've gotten the right answers. Okay, now we have this. Now for this, I'm going to just do it until the point of solving, and then we go to the next question. So here we have 2 sine theta into this is equals to that. So for this question, we can now say 2 sine theta into 5 cos 2 theta plus 1 is equals to 3 into 2 sine theta cos theta. So this becomes 2 sine theta into 5 cos 2 theta plus 1 is equals to 6 sine theta cos theta. So here we can bring this side, don't divide through by sine theta. Someone may think I want to say we divide through by sine theta. That's not going to help. You're going to miss some answers. So we're going to bring this side. So I say this is 2 sine theta 5 cos 2 theta plus 1 minus 6 sine theta cos theta is equals to 0. Then we can, so let's factorize out 2 sine theta such that in the bracket we remain with 5 cos 2 theta plus 1 minus 3 cos theta is equals to 0. Then we now come and say either 2 sine theta is 0 or 5 cos 2 theta plus 1 minus 3 cos theta is equals to 0. So now here you can eventually now open, this is 2 cos squared minus 1 plus 1 minus 3 cos theta is equals to 0, comes 10 cos squared theta minus 5 plus 1 minus 3 cos theta is equals to 0. So we have 10 cos squared theta minus 3 cos theta minus 4 is equals to 0. So you can solve both of these, and our answers will be, you have 0, 180, 360. Here you have cos theta is equals to 2 out of 5, comma, cos theta is equals to negative a half. So you can further solve that.